Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to this Wednesday afternoon, May 11th. We are looking at the market profile on Window Trader of SPY IWMN triple Qs. And once again, we've said this morning, until we take out a daily high and attempt to get this market into a short-term balance, sellers are firmly in control. The market once again tried both in the first three time frames of the day, excuse me, and then again in K period, only to fail, only to go out with new lows on the day, only to go out with price probes as we all make new lows. Russell goes out with a double distribution day. So even though SPY and Qs have not held trend days and we've taken them back, Russell has held a couple, a few days back and again today. The one thing that's pretty interesting in SPY and ES, we've had a chance now for the last three trading days to have single prints. 3 on Monday, 2 yesterday, 1 today. None of them held. We're not getting a great distance away from previous lows, although we pushed pretty good late in the day today. Question is the market getting tired? These ranges are phenomenal. 133 million on the tape already with the after hours to go. PPI tomorrow, 30-year bond auction tomorrow also. The bottom line is, for all of 2022, is any pop-up has been worth a short. Anybody trying to pick bottoms this year so far has really gotten hurt. Had a really good day today. Actually, had an excellent long. You know, doing this for 38 years, you get a good feel for the market. When you used to trade on the trading floor with the crescendo of the trading crowds and stuff, now there's no noise from trading crowds, but you could certainly get a feel for at some point what the market might try to do. And boy, oh boy, did I capitalize that in J period on a long play again. But I was on both sides of the market early. Took both sides. I'm trading what the market's giving me and what it's telling me. Our destinations far and wide apart again. So again, expect incredible ranges again tomorrow as this market tries to find some kind of middle ground to get some kind of balance. And even the more interesting thing about it, I don't even think the big guys, there's no fear in this market. It is incredibly controlled selling. And as great as the volume is, it still seems like short-term traders are still dictating the market. So it's getting really interesting. As far as my trades today, I took shorts in A period when we got up to it ripped up to the afternoon rally high the first time. I took the 395 put. I'm just trying to look what price I did it at the first time because I took two of them. First time was the 395 put, and then we rallied some more. I went with the 405 put when it really rallied hard. Now, we had a weird spit out this morning. I'm in 8-tick increments, but in 1s and 2 ticks, you saw how it spit out. Incredibly, we came back and filled all of those. But I had two good shorts in A period. Then in B period, we took out A's high. So value, which started basically unchanged, overlapping to lower, went unchanged. I actually started when the market pulled back in B. I took longs a couple of times under 400 calls because it was telling me each push down after that short covering was being met by more short covering as it pushed the market back up. So in both B, C, I took 400 calls a couple of times. Nothing big. Nothing was ever really big. Even in D, when we took out C's low, I took a long against B's low, which paid. Those were the 398 calls I went to. F period. Now, in F period, I thought maybe we get an afternoon pullback, but we didn't have a lot of MGI that was backing that up. But I still got paid on 398 calls again because at the time I took them at value low. And again, nothing big. So believe it or not, after A period, I did nothing but long B through F and made money on them. Where's the one I lost on the long? Was it G? I'm looking right now. Now, G period, I actually made money on a long again. I lost an H period on a long. It was only a 5 lot. We went down. Now, ES had gotten their low, we didn't technically get SPYs low because of that spit out on those algos. So when we rallied, I actually took the 5 off for a loss and bought 75 of the 397 puts and took that down. We didn't get that poor low, not poor low. We didn't get that poor tick or whatever the hell you want to call it at the time, but I got paid pretty damn nice on those 75 puts. Then I started looking for nothing but shorts in I period with 397 puts. J period, same thing, started because we had single prints to start. That didn't hold puts. Now, you could sense in J that the market was changing a little bit. Even though we took out the IB low, we didn't hold the single prints, the market was changing. And I sensed that, well, we had chance for single prints. Value was still at the time. I think we ended up overlapping a low, but I'm in 8s now. In 1s, I was unchanged late in the day. But it should have come down overlapping a low. But we were unchanged at the time. I thought for not holding single prints, the market was getting too stretched. And you can feel, like I said, no crowd noise, but you could just feel something changing. So when we started going up towards eyes high, I got a horrible price on 50 calls. I bought the 396 calls. I bought 50 of them. They didn't take it out, and it actually came in pretty good. Well, I still felt that they were going to try to push and stop the one-time framing, so I bought another 100. So I was long 150 of the 396 calls, and I nailed that 100 on the nose because as soon as I bought them, we started going right back up. Started peeling those off, got back to where I was long the other 50, and boom, we finally popped the top. So I had a fantastic long on 150 of the 396 calls. And that's all I did. That was it at the end of the day. I was thinking about taking a short in K. I wasn't thinking about a short in J at the time. I had just gotten out of the long. I thought we could still push a little higher, and we did in K. But since we weren't holding single prints and value was still unchanged at the time, I thought, why can't we stay above the opening? So I didn't do anything. And I just watched to the end of the day because between the 150 calls I had there and the 75 put play I had in, what period was that? H period. Along with all the other small trades I made money on. I only lost money on that one long play in H. It was a fantastic day. So, as far as destinations, upside, eyes low is the price probe of 393.25. Once again, a price probe. Afternoon rally high, K's high, 397.34. And then today's high, 404.04. Yesterday's high, 406.08. And then 406.41 daily high. Downside, today's low, 391.96. Then we have 390.29 daily low. Now I'm going to give you a bunch of others. Please write them down. 389.69 price probe for March 25th of 21. Single prints 389.27 get filled to 388.98. Second set of single prints 388.82 to 73 cents. They're both small. 386.60 afternoon pullback low for March 25th, and then 383.90 weekly low. Now, we've taken back all of 22 and 9+ months of 2021. Wait till you see on the charts our destinations, because it gets kind of scary if this market ends up getting some long-term money to say, get me out. So here's the monthly. Right? My monthly target was 398.18. We got it. You know what the next monthly target is? 371.88. So if this market really wants to come, and remember, S&P is still not bear. 384 puts puts SPY into bear territory. So we're still $8 above it, $9 above it. Russell and Q's are way into it. So the next big destination on SPY is 371.88. Down weekly. Same thing. Here it is right here. It stands out pretty nicely. Look at that. I see these lines I have in here. I didn't put these lines in yesterday. I didn't put these lines in last week. I put these lines in, I think, 2-3 months ago, saying if this market is to come in, these are levels I would look at. Well, here's the next one, 371.88. Look at this big one. It's down to 319.80. So, again, monthly's down, weekly down, daily, obviously, down. Now, we finally got some distance away from the last 2 days' lows late in the day because I wasn't liking, if you were a seller, the distance we were getting away wasn't really a lot. The 20-day moving average is up $30 higher than where we are now. We have 136, 137 million on the tape already. All time frames are down for all three of our indices. We have PPI tomorrow, and we have the Fed meeting again in 3 weeks or 4 weeks. So the selling isn't done. I would love to get, now as great as the ranges have been and the volume, I want to get 200 million plus on the tape to tell me there's long-term money finally getting out. Flush this thing. Take it to 371. Take it to 350. I don't care where you take it to. But let's get something on the tape to show that some of the big boys are getting out instead of this methodical selling that we've had. And it has been pretty methodical. Even though we've gone, look at this. Look at this high. This is only March 29th. A month and a half ago, we were at 462. Look at that. And now we're at 392. So $70 from March's low down to here. Can we still get those violent short covering rallies? Absolutely we can. The fact that we haven't held single prints leads me to believe we might get one sooner rather than later. But it hasn't happened yet. And I'm trading basically what's in front of me. Hope you had a good day trading. Thanks for the likes and subscribing. Please come check us out at camelbacktrading.org. Great group. Enjoy your evening. And we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.